podcast.
Everyday topics and everything in between. This is Real Free Flowing Words Podcast with the Rhyme Ruler.
Welcome to Real Free Flowing Words, a podcast about everyday topics and everything in between. I'm the Rhyme Ruler, and in this episode, I will be explaining the importance of the 80-20 rule, also known as the Pareto Principle. I want to credit the book, The 80-20 Rule, explained by Philip Andrew, for giving me the inspiration for this entry. With that said, before I get into this episode's topic, the poem for this episode is titled Improved. Motives awakened. Size things up and get moving. Big picture improved. The 80-20 rule is one of the most helpful concepts for life and time management. It's essential in the fields of business and economics. The rule is also known as the Pareto Principle, which states that 20% of your activities will account for 80% of your results. The Pareto Principle was named after Italian economist Vilfredo Pareto back in 1895, and I'm going to explain the ways the rule is used and how to benefit from it. So, the vital few, also known as the top 20%, is in terms of money and influence. And then you have the trivial many, which is also known as the bottom 80%. We can apply Pareto's 80-20 rule and apply it to any situation in life. By understanding this essential principle, you can prioritize your tasks on a daily, weekly, monthly, and annual basis. 2 out of the 10 items on a general person's to-do list will turn out worth more than the other 8 items combined. You might ask how? Well, a lot of people procrastinate on the top 10 to 20% of items that are imperative and valuable, aka the vital few, which is the 20%. But they busy themselves on the least important, which is 80%, the trivial many, which contribute little to their success. So, before you begin working on anything, you need to ask yourself, is this task in the top 20% of my activities or the bottom 80%? You'll have a better understanding and a successful return on investments by completing 1 to 2 tasks instead of a pile of busy activities that accomplish very little and are of little value. For example, managers will identify factors that are vital for their company's success, and they will give focus on those factors the most focus. And so the 80%, like the trivial many, you will want to do your best to resist the temptation to clear up small things and just focus on the 20%, which is going to be the most vital for you to achieve optimal success in your endeavors. So I want to talk about now the 3 keys to living without limits. The first is clarity. Knowing who you are, what you want, and where you're going with a set plan in mind to execute is needed for success. The more you progress towards accomplishing things important to you will give you more energy and confidence so you can become relentless and not look back no matter what. With that said, having a clear vision and clarity with your desires will keep you aligned and focused on your daily goals. This is a habit of many successful people. The second one I want to explain to you is competence in your key area. And what I mean by competence here is that you will have to begin to become proficient in the areas of your chosen profession. Applying the 80-20 rule to everything you do will allow you to focus on 20% of your tasks, which are the most important, and from there, it will yield to 80% of your results. And lastly, you have to concentrate. So concentration is having the self-discipline to force yourself to concentrate on a single task, which should be the important thing until the task is completed. So, in essence, the 80-20 rule is to identify inputs that are potentially the most productive and make them the priority for more information on this podcast. You can go on realfreeflowingwords.blog. And if you enjoyed listening to this episode's topic and would like to listen to more, subscribe on Spotify or whichever platforms you get your podcasts on. After subscribing, give the podcast a rating and review. The show has been made possible by Anchor, which is providing a great and easy to use service for new and seasoned podcasters. Lastly, thank you for listening to Real Free Flowing Words with the Rhyme Ruler. And it's been real.
That was legitness.